Hello everyone and welcome to Salwyngaming. My name is Salwyn and today we're starting a new adventure together. This is going to be Kerbal Space program and we're going to found the Salwyngaming Space Center. Now let us have a look at the difficulties. We're going to go with normal because normal is a pretty good setting for this game. At least that is how I feel. Maybe I'll go for hard with entry costs and whatever for all the things, but for now we're going to go with normal. However, we are going to take off mission crews respawn. If a pilot dies or an engineer dies, they're dead. We will have to find new people. Seems only fair. Decline penalty of 1 seems fine. All these are fine. We're going to go with this. We're going to pick a flag. I mean, we don't really have any interesting flags, I guess. Capsule, blorbs. I mean, yeah. The problem is most of these have names on them. And, oh, we can go with the Kerbal one. Just nice and easy. Or NASA, which is meh. Orbit seems... minimalistic. It's kind of fun. Orbit seems like it doesn't interfere with our actual program name. So let us do that. Now when you start with KSC, you're gonna start out slow, but you're also going to start out wanting to get science, because right now if we go into our space hangar, the options we have are limited. We can have the capsule. We don't have any fuel tanks. We only have one engine, a solid fuel booster. Means that we turn it on, it burns until it's done burning, and then it turns itself off. We have no structural things except for a girder, basic fin, a parachute, and a flight computer, engineering, and a mystery goo thingamabobber. So, we definitely have to build our own space center. Now we're going to go to the missions building and let us see. Gather scientific data from Kerbal. We can definitely do that. We have the mystery goo thing and whatnot. We are going to grab the launch our first vessel as well, although we will be grabbing these two as soon as we have the opportunity anyway. But we might as well pick them up. Now let us go start out a little thing. Sorry for clicking that. That is having to stay active with my fingers and whatnot. Now let's see. We're going to grab this. This is pretty much all we need. However, we do want to put a mystery goo container on it. Like as so. Now this is all we're going to have. We're going to put Jebediah in it. Jebediah is our regular pilot. We're going to just launch this. We don't need to save that one. Saving that one would be silly since we didn't actually do anything. That's fantastic. Alright, so right here on our... Oh. Now in the game I've been playing, I've had all of this upgraded, so this looks nice and familiar. It's old school. Now we do have some mods running in the game. We have this, which is Science Alert, which is really nice. We have the satellite thing, where you can map planets, and Chatterer, which means that we get some talk in the background. We have the Planet Shine, which makes it really nice and light for recording videos, so it's not too dark and impossible to see. But the main thing we have is this Science Alert, because it allows us to just do this instead of having to right click on everything and figure out where our experiments are. Now Jebediah is going to come out, do an EVA report. He's then going to take the data, store the data, and going to go to the surface, let go Jebediah, and do another EVA report. Hopefully he got from air. He might have not gotten from air, since this one... Oh, he did in fact. So we got 2 EVA reports, and that is all we can do for right now. So let us recover our vessel, and hopefully my thingamabobber, the Final Frontiers mod, which I installed for this occasion, I think that's going to be fun. So Jebediah Kerman has been awarded a ribbon for awarded for researching 10 or more science points. So we got 12.5. That's really nice. Awarded for being first Kerbal taking footsteps on Kerbin. I mean, that's probably not actually true, but it's kind of nice just the same. And an Xmas ribbon, awarded for any kind of duty on Christmas, because it is still the Christmas season. It's very nice. Now, we got the money back for everything we used, and Jebediah got 1 experience for being on the launch pad. Well, I'm not sure he earned that one, but the rest is nice. We got some money for completing the quest to gather some data. We're going to go and grab this quest just so we have it in our inventory. Now we're going to go to... actually, let's go see if we can unlock some new experiments. Here we have Communitron. Nope. Science Junior. So we're going to unlock this level, because that's going to give us some new science to do around the area. Now what do we have here? We have this. So we do need some basic rocketry. We're going to get the Reliant engine, another solid fuel booster, and a fuel tank, which is going to be really, really helpful. Now up here comes the swivel and a bigger fuel tank and a bigger solid fuel booster. But for right now, we're not going to actually dabble in any of that. We're going to quickly put a Science Junior on the launch pad over here. I'm going to zoom out a little bit because we're a bit close. And then we're going to go to Science Junior. There we go. And launch. Oh, actually, we're going to revert real quick. Or, in the interest of not reverting, of not cheating, but doing it by the books, we're going to recover the vessel. I mean, these are what he had from before. It shows apparently what he had before, just not just what he just got. That was a rough sentence. Holy snaz. We're going to switch our crew, because we have Valentina. I like Valentina. She's nice. I do like having the females in the cockpits, because that gives us female chatter. There you go. So we could hear the females talk, and I think that's nice. I like that. I like hearing females talk. If you need someone to talk to, feel free to hit me up at Salwyngaming at YouTube.whatever, and I'll listen to you all day in exchange for a peck on the cheek. So Valentina was awarded a ribbon for being at work on Christmas. So, but she didn't get any experience. She wasn't the first. Maybe. Okay, we're gonna go try one more time with Valentina and see if she gets the experience if we put her on the ground. So launch. Just because we need to know if we have to do it with the other Kerbals when we go around doing the other explorations. So, Valentina, come on out, sweetheart. Now, come down to the ground. Stand up, you silly. You so silly. There we go. Can we actually get back up from down here now? Hup! No, we can't. Alright, so we will recover her first. Then we'll recover the vessel. So let's see. She got 10 research points. That's not actually accurate. Taking footsteps on Kerbal and the duty on Xmas. So let's see. She got 1 experience. Alright, so we do need to put them on the ground. That does help. Alright, we will make a mental note of that. Now we do have a lot of science, but we are going to go grab a little bit more. Now this here is our space plane hangar, not our rocket hangar. So in here we built planes. That means that they are angled in a horizontal fashion rather than a vertical fashion. But we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to put on a Science Junior. Whoops. And a mystery goo container. Now what we can do, if we do not put it there, if we instead put this here. Actually, we can't actually do that yet, but we will do that in a second. Now we're going to grab... Who we got? We got Bill. Bill is an engineer. He loves to go on the plane runway and just do experiments, because he's taken his pilot license and he needs some pilot time. Now we're gonna put on the brakes and the... Oh shit, he doesn't have SAS. Or shoot. He doesn't have SAS, so we're not going to do that. But we are going to do a mystery goo sample, a material study, a crew report. Oh, that's a lot of sweet science. An EVA report, because good old Bill here hasn't been outside yet. So we're going to stand up here, do an EVA report. So he is at the KSC, the Kerbal Space Center, or the GSC, the Salwyngaming Space Center. Anyway, we're gonna grab back onto it. Actually, let's just walk to the surface, because maybe we don't get credit for that EVA report. Going to do this one. No, we can't do it. So he does have it done. You can take a little jog around the landing strip. Actually, we might actually be able to do it. So let's do it like this. We're going to go take data, store experiments, do an EVA report. Let's see if he had this one before. Grab on, board back in. So he didn't actually have it, so it's a good thing that we did it. Now we're going to recover the vessel. I know this is a lot of busy work, or not the most interesting stuff. However, it does give us a lot of science, and Bill Kerman some nice ribbons that we've all seen before, so we can just close that. Now Bill got an experience because he was on the ground, so he's really happy about that. We're going to go back here, because we do have one more person who we would like to give that one initial experience. We're going to put Bob. We like Bob. Bob is our scientist guy. He's our only scientist. However, he's a very, very nice scientist. Now, what Bob is going to do... Oh, this could be trouble. We might actually kill Bob straight away. We don't actually want to do that. Because, I'll show you. What we can do is we can do this. Or we can roll it. However, it's not actually flat on this ass. We can do this. There we go. So we could have rolled it, but I kind of goofed it up. And I don't really want to take the chance with Bob, because Bob is our only scientist. And we don't really want to spend money on hiring new people right now. So we're going to save Bob a little bit for when we do have some more plane parts. Now, we do have the quest, or the mission contract, to launch a vessel. So we're going to go to a space hangar, and we're going to build our first rocket. Now, as always, we start out with the command pod. Now, I guess, do we have... No, we don't have any computer control command pods yet, so we're not going to do that. We're going to give it, well, just a fuel tank. In fact, we could do this with a solid rocket booster, but I do prefer doing it this way, because this way we can toggle our throttle and steer a bit more, even though the Reliant does have very low steering. Alright, so we have 590 delta V, which is very low, but we don't need any more than that. We're happy. We are happy campers. We're going to take our pilot, Jebediah. Let's see. We can actually run experiments in the air. So I think we're going to do this. Put on a Science Junior. Put on a goo thingamabobber. Hopefully we don't kill Jebediah straight off the bat. That would be a shame. That would be a real shame. We're going to put on... Whoops. We're going to put on some fins, just in case. A nice little try setup, because this engine, the Reliant, doesn't have a lot of swivel. It doesn't have a lot of... What do we call it? We call it... What do we call it? It actually has 0? So we can't actually see it. Alright, we'll see it when we get the swivel. Anyway, it doesn't rotate or bend that much. So we're going to say this is the jumper rocket, because it's going to jump rather than fly. And we're going to cross our fingers. Cross your fingers with me, because we really don't want to kill Jebediah. Oh, recover that spacecraft. Did we get any science for that? No, we didn't. It was just parked there for funsies. Yeah, Jebediah there having a bit of a nervous chat with the control. Alright, so since we have a pilot, we can turn on the SAS, which is the Stability Assist System. I do believe that is what it is. I'm not quite sure, but I do believe that is what it is. We're going to start off at full thrust. We can throttle back if need be. In fact, we probably want to throttle back straight away because this engine is quite powerful and we only need to lift this. So let us get our first rocket into the air with Jebediah piloting. Now I think we want to turn a bit towards the east, which is this way over here. And see if we can't land in the water and do some science out there. Now we also do want to do some science in the air above right here, but we can do that on our next flight. So we're going to fire off. Yeah, definitely want to throttle back. Holy hell, we had a lot of speed going off there. Now you can see we do have some science we can do because we're in the air now, we're flying. However, I want to turn us towards the water and see if we can't get out there. Yeah, looks like we might have made it. Hopefully this one parachute is going to be enough to stop our rapid descent. We're going to wait until we're coming back down just to make sure that we are above the ocean rather than above this, the beach or the shores biome. Now, just hanging out. Jebediah is really enjoying this. This is his first space flight, or space flight. I don't know. It's his first rocket launch, at any rate. So at this point, we're going to deploy the rocket, the parachute, because we are on our way back down. It's going to deploy at 1,000 meters. So when this reaches 1,000, this thing is going to expand and catch the air and hopefully slow us down to less. Oh no, point straight down, Jebediah. Turn off stability assist. We want to go straight down, Jebediah. Straight down. We want to land in the water, buddy. Alright, please slow us. Oh, buddy, please. We don't have more parachutes than this. 9 meters. Oh, hopefully this doesn't break. This is too much to land on the ground. Hopefully we can manage in the water because I think this... well, we'll lose the bottom parts. We probably won't lose Jebediah. If it does. If push comes to shove. Yeah, we lost the engine. However, we did keep our material study, which we can do then. Our crew report. You record the crew's assessment of the situation. Fantastic. You expose the material samples to the environment, taking notes on how it behaves. Mystery goo observation. The goo wobbles around in its container and starts to seep out of the holes. That doesn't sound particularly good. Alright, we're going to We're going to turn so that our crew hatch is straight up and down. Turn on SAS. It's gonna go off when we come outside. Oh, Jebediah is having a blast. We're going to come outside. We're going to let go. Do an EVA report. We're going to take the data, store the data. We're then going to walk into the water. Hopefully there's no sharks around. Swim away a little bit. Do another EVA report from the water. I don't think a spacesuit was entirely necessary to get here, was it? Well, I mean, if you go a little deeper, maybe. So maybe we can't really jump here. Can we EVA here? If we store it, can we EVA here? No, this is still the shores. So we can climb. Oh. Come on, Jebediah. Climb. You can do it. Climb, Jebediah, and grab. Sweet. So we're going to dump that experiment because we did already have it done. We're going to grab the thing, recover the vessel, and we're back at Space Center. Oh, here we go. Jebediah. Awarded for completing at least a single mission as a pilot. Fantastic. Awarded for any EVA in Kerbal waters. So this is a waters ribbon. Here's the splashdown. Awarded for a splashdown of a vessel in water. A first landing. Awarded for being the first Kerbal landing on Kerbal. And a G-Force 4. Awarded for withstanding an acceleration of at least 4G for 3 or more seconds. Oh yeah, we had a pretty effective blast off. So that's that. There we go. We got 22.4 science, which is fantastic. It's so great. No experience, however. But we do want to look at getting some aviation stability things. We have a winglet. Over here is the aviation I was talking about. We want to get to this part so we can build a little, well, it's actually a little car, drive around the Space Center and collect some science. So we want to go towards that. We're going to need 18 for this and 45 for this, so that is absolutely perfect. We have 0.2 science left. So I think we're going to call it there for this episode. Next time we're going to build a little car, drive around the Space Center and collect the science we have around this area. Maybe take a little dip into the highlands. But I would like to thank you all for watching. And if you did enjoy the video, please leave it a like and or a comment below. And until next time, guys, have a great day.